I don't know why I'm so backwards. I think it's like 9 o'clock in the morning. Not that it matters, right? I've been suffering with migraines, so this morning I woke up without one, so I'm testing something, and today's going to be the beginning of my test. Onion powder and garlic powder. That's all I'm using today. That's it. Now, boys and girls, yes, Sophie. You know what your girl has to do now, right? Have to put that butter in my pan. In my pan. I'm so. My refrigerator is on Embarrassmentville Lane. Yes, it is, boys and girls. But you know what? I am still providing. Amen. That's right. Okay, now I have to be very generous with my butter because I'm having a love affair with butter and crackers. And I realized that it's really helping me. But I'm going to put my, oh man, I always do this. Now, is it the actual pan or is it my cleaning supplies? Dang, you see the smoke? Okay, it's going away. It's going away. It's my cleaning supplies. This one too, I just cleaned the stove. And I'm going to stand right here and watch because you know your girl's scared of this type of stuff. Okay, this one is gone. And this one looks like it's gone. Okay. I need to stop wiping my stove. That's what I need to stop doing. I cleaned the stove off last night, and I'm in here cleaning it this morning like I didn't clean it last night. I mean, give me a break, right? I was watching someone's video. Oh my goodness gracious. The woman's handle was like this on the stove. You know what I did? I said, oh no. I went to the lady's comments. I'm like, turn that handle around. But I couldn't watch the rest of the video. I couldn't watch the rest of the video. I said, that's a crime waiting to happen. Absolutely. This humongous onion. Absolutely. Blessing, boys and girls. Uh-oh, my pot's singing. Woo! There goes the pot. It's singing. But I don't want my butter to burn, so I'm going to turn it down a little bit. I'm putting peppers in my cabbage because that's how I want to eat it. So, that smells delicious. I saw this man. This man was making his eggs a few weeks ago, and it was so funny because guess what happened? He was actually getting all the egg he could get out of his bowl. I said, see, now that's the kind of person I like to see. Mm-hmm. That's a paprika I just put in there. I love cabbage with onions, so I'm going to put some onion in there. I'm the type of person that can brown an entire onion and eat it as a meal, like a little snack. I love onions. trying to make sure my pan stays moist. I don't really want to put any oil in it, so I'm going to put a small amount of butter in it. And then I'm going to put some more spices in it, which will be some pepper for starters. And then a little bit more garlic and garlic. I don't know what it is, but my daughter is an amazing cook. And she always makes me put onion and onion powder. So I'm going to do the same now. I am dying for something to drink. I'm not having what I want to have. I'm going to have what I need to have. I want some flavored water. Oh, it smells delicious. Ooh. Not there yet, boys and girls. I'm not there yet. And I don't want to put anything in it. I don't want to put anything really in it. So I'm going to let it cook down a little bit more. And let the natural flavors get in there, because I've been waking up with migraines, which means it's something that I am internally ingesting. So I have been drinking tea without the sugar packets. I have not had any coffee, which could have been a trigger for migraines, detoxing away from caffeine, but it's not that. I definitely know it's not that, because I was having migraines while I was having coffee. So my eggs are done. I tell you, boys and girls, there is nothing in this world like salt. Nothing in this world like salt. But I'm going to use a touch of salt. And I actually, I was dealing with a migraine a few days ago, And when I ate some saltine crackers and some salted butter, my migraine went away. But for yesterday, I think I took 2 migraine pills. I don't want to be on popping and popping and popping unless it's herbals. Absolutely not. So I'm gonna put a dash of salt in here because I need salt for something. I don't remember what it is in my health, but you need some type of salt. So I'm gonna do that. But I'm gonna move my eggs now. My eggs are done. What I should be doing is putting the top on it, but I'm about to make a plate and nibble on my eggs. Mm-hmm. I actually wanted some sausage with my cabbage this morning, but I said no. Since I am working on trying to figure out where my migraine is coming from, I need to start with what I'm eating. So my seasoning, my drinking, and my cabbage is going to be just like this with the peppers in it, and then my eggs going to be what I have to help me stay awake. I am so happy that I have not been sleeping like I was sleeping, and it is because of what I was eating that was helping me sleep like that, on top of my fainting condition that is linked to my narcolepsy. So I'm freaking tired of sleeping, boys and girls. Tired of sleeping. And to my amazement, I had no issues drinking peppermint tea without sugar yesterday. Had no issues whatsoever. I actually drank it with love. Why? I don't know. But I was able to do it, so I'm gonna do it again today. And I'm going to have about 3 to 4 cups of tea today, and not no additive will be in there. So I have to go into flavors and adjusting myself to taste the flavor that should be there instead of the flavor that I'm looking for, which is something that I grew up with, but may not necessarily be what's the best for me now, because what I may have grown up with is definitely not what's on the table now. So let's wash this plate real quick. Let's wash the plate. Ooh, always knocking my dishes around. Oh, that is beautiful. Ooh. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna turn off my cabbage now. I know somebody's like, that girl does not stop. But I'm going to tell you something in a minute. Only because I heard someone ask. I wouldn't tell you because it's none of your damn business, boys and girls. But I'm going to tell you something that is funny about me. That's my front door right there. So when you walk in here, the first place you stand is right here. Now, of course, you see some boxes and stuff, and I'm going to tell you about the boxes in a minute. You see my coat and everything like that. But just say if someone was here and I was standing here, first thing you're going to notice is my stove, and then the next thing you're going to notice is my counter. Now, my counter could look like anything to you. It really wouldn't matter. But what I would be concerned about if I was to walk in someone's house, and I'm only saying if I was eating. If I wasn't eating, it wouldn't bother me. But the stove matters to me. To me. So I need my stove always the way I need my stove. So just in case you're wondering why I clean my stove, it's a habit. It's a habit. And my mom, we were raised, and when I say we, I mean my family, because everyone, anyone come in my home would know that I am living a certain type of way. But you can't find this type of home if you go into my family's home. You wouldn't believe they live there, and the place is so pristine. But I actually live in mine. I'm a crafter, so it is what it is. But don't mind me wiping the stove. I'm not eating until my stove is clean. It's called the process. Now, I don't know if this is going to be anything like I would normally like it because I don't have all my special little shakes in the pot, but I'm going to eat it regardless. Mmm, mmm, mmm. Ooh, cabbage has a flavor that wakes up in your mouth. Mmm, mmm, mmm. Mm. I don't taste any sodium. Any sodium. What I actually taste is cabbage, onions, peppers. I have to. It's gonna take me a while to get what I'm looking for, but the flavor that I'm actually moving away from is gonna be new to me, being that I'm gonna be cooking my own food. I can't explain it to you, but Cora understands. Mm. I actually love an abundance of flavor, but that flavor is chasing something that's absolutely not real unless I'm using the things I need to use. And it's hard to say when you're cooking on an open forum, but hopefully someone understands. I have to limit what I put in my pot. I have to for a while. Mm. 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 I'm just hoping I can figure out what's triggering the migraines because it's not good. Mm. Mm mm mm. Mm mm mm. I'm hoping that half of this pot can be what I eat at like 6 o'clock, so I don't have to cook another meal today. I am so thankful, and yesterday I was in here moving and shaking. Mm 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 mm. Oh, oh my goodness. Whew. Lord have mercy. Mm mm. Mm mm. I am looking forward to trying to see how long I can eat like this. But this right here is it's good. But I'm chasing a little pepper right now because I want the pepper in with the cabbage. I cut the onions up so small so that the onions can be in every bite that I have. Mm, 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 mm. I have never seen a plate with cabbage and eggs on it. That's why I love myself. I don't chase the norm. I just provide for myself. Mm, 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 mm. I don't want to have to come in here, do anything, nothing else. When I go in my room, I'm going to be in my room for the rest of the day. Now it's time to nourish my body with something to drink. I'm horrible to myself, boys and girls. I be in here sometimes forgetting that I need to drink. I need to drink. Peppermint tea smells so good. And it's strange because there's nothing sweet in this cup. Oh my goodness. But it was so hard for me yesterday because I'm drinking regular water. Ugh, gross. I don't like regular water, but I have to drink regular water to see what I need to see. It's called testing. And who has to test? Me. It's only me. I know a woman that is very dear to my heart. She worked her life off in a hospital. I mean, I used to say to her, you need a break. You can't work yourself like that. And all she was doing was working and working and working. And now she needs medical attention, and she will not go to the doctor. She refused. And I'm like, and it's hurting someone that I'm attached to because they're emotionally attached to this person. And I'm like, you have to listen to what she's saying to you, what she's saying that she's not saying. So I said, it is what it is. So I already know. It's a matter of time. That's it. Because she's adamant. She's not going to the hospital. Absolutely. And for someone to have given their life to the hospital like she did, and I feel so bad because I actually was by her house a few weeks ago. But I kid you not, I couldn't go see her for one because the tickets that I owed on my car is in that jurisdiction, however you say that word. Somebody can correct me with kindness. But if I would have parked my car there and then came out with a boot, but her driveway, someone was parked in her driveway, so I wasn't going to, block it or whatever the case may be. But anything you park on the street, you got to take with the consequences of parking on the street. Not I. They won't be parking on the street. No. No. So now here it is. I'm having my peppermint tea and my basic water. But boys and girls, have y'all heard about what happened to Dollar General? And you know what? This is one of the reasons why I'm thankful for who I am. I went into the Dollar Tree where I live, and I could smell the rodents in the freezer department. And one day I opened the thing, and I'm like, the smell just, and I closed it. So this lady was looking for something, and she said, "There's a smell in there." I said, "Those are rats." And she said, "What?" I said, "Yeah, those are rats." But I have not been in a Dollar Tree to purchase anything out of the freezer department for a while. Now, I did go there a while ago, and that smell was gone, but I still did not want anything in there. And I actually did see a rat in there one day. Y'all already know that. But just recently, the Dollar Tree put out a lot of food everywhere. And I'm telling you, I'm in these groups, and people are like just running over the Dollar General, just getting all of the food out the dumpster, cursing the Dollar Tree for wasting and everything. And all I kept on saying is people, places, and things. And then come to find out today, a few of these Dollar Generals are closing down because of an infestation of rodents. The rodent urine that was on the packaging. So, God damn it. All of that packaging people brought into their home, and they fed their kids off of that, thinking that the Dollar General was just throwing it away. Now, I'm not speaking for people in their home who have excess of stuff that might drive their head crazy and they throw it in the garbage. I might have made an excuse for somebody. But I'm saying, if you see a business throwing something out like that, stop and ask yourself, is it something you should No, or whatever. They have every right to throw it away, especially if you can't put $1 on it or 10 cent on it. I mean, especially if you're going into a store that you can find pennies, but you're not finding this for a penny. Oh, no, mm-mm. And I'm like, wow. And these people are going to be sick. And guess what? They're not going to be able to sue Dollar General. They actually went into the dumpster knowing that that was illegal. But I'm sitting here like, wow. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm. Woo, Lord have mercy. Mm. But I'm going to tell you what happened to me this morning. This morning, as I woke up, I had the beautiful feeling of someone that I felt was cut right here on their arm. The cut is actually healing, so I felt so good for whoever it was. I don't know who it was, but I felt a cut right here that someone was cut. But this morning I woke up and a feeling that I had that was attached to someone else is absolutely gone. So I had to write in my journal because today I had to date it up and everything. I'm like so thankful because now, someone is moving away from needing access to me. So I went in the computer after I spread my bed and did my blessings in the bathroom and all that. And then I read this post, and I don't like reading posts and whatever with anonymous because it could literally be someone who just doesn't want to be seen for whatever reason, and I might need to go anonymous for a while. But the person was admiring, our crafts and said, they wish that they don't have any money for craft supplies, but at least they get to see ours. And I felt so much of a blessing in that moment because I said, I have an abundance that I can share. And then I said to myself, okay, I did something yesterday that I normally would not have done, but I did it anyway. I took my $24 and change that I was supposed to put into my savings, and I paid on a bill that I have to pay because obviously the person who's supposed to pay it is not going to pay it. So then I took the $10 and change that I was going to put on the bill, and I put it on the same bill. Now, I don't have enough to cover the entire bill, but at least I paid something. So I said, now I sent the money through the bank. So that's now my third payment to them. And although I don't have the whole amount and they don't want the money in peace. And I understand that too. But I said, if you don't want my money, you're going to send it back to me. And then I may have to find my way to the judge to tell the judge I don't have it. And then what I was able to send you, you send it back, which means you didn't want it bad enough. There goes those apples. But then I see this woman's post and I'm like, wow. Now, yesterday, I opened up those two boxes that I normally would have taken to the garbage. But I went downstairs to check the mail last night because I saw this beautiful name on an envelope, but it didn't come, but I didn't throw those boxes out. So then I came upstairs and I said, now why did I not throw out the trash when I was passing the trash? So I said, whatever happened, it happened for a reason. And then this morning I see the lady's post and I'm like, oh my goodness, here goes someone who needs craft supplies. And here goes someone who has an abundance to share. And then I said to myself, okay, the only thing I could do is check my Cash App and see if there's anything in my Cash App. Check my Cash App and my Cash App is on 0. So I said, okay, there's nothing I could do about that. Now I said I can call someone and ask them, could they send me, just enough to do a little shipping. But I said, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stay in here. I'm going to do whatever it is I need to take care of for myself. And I'm just going to hope and pray that something comes my way. But I'm going to fill both of those boxes with craft supplies because I left a message and I said, if you're in the States and you can get someone to help me with shipping, I do have an abundance I can share. Now, I'm not saying I have abundance. I'm just going to give away my whole craft room. Absolutely not. But I do have enough that I can fill those 2 boxes. But each of those boxes is going to be heavy because I'm going to fill a lot of it with different craft paper. And my craft paper is heavy. And the reason why I want to make sure I put craft paper in there is because paper is so expensive that a lot of people can't afford it. But I went through a true wholesaler and I paid $600 plus for my paper, but I actually paid pennies for my paper so I can actually spare some. And I feel so good because this person actually wants it. She actually wants to craft. So I don't know who it is. I just, and I made sure I put Shay's Creation so that they can look in, find me, and all that. Because you know what happened? People think that everybody is a scammer. I have been through some stuff, but I still have a layer of trust. Everybody's not scamming somebody. I'm like, wow. But I'm going to pack those 2 boxes little by little. I'm going to go around here. For one, I found some stamps in here, that rubber stamps, and there's a crazy amount of people that love rubber stamps. I absolutely don't mind rubber stamps, but I kind of like to do my own sentiments sometimes. So I'm working on a generic, everyday, any day, occasional sentiment, and then I'm going to type it up and print it. Yesterday I did always follow something, I don't know. But for some reason it printed lopsided. I saw it when I saw the preview and it was a little lopsided, but I knew if it printed lopsided, I would never be able to cut it straight because of the way my hands are. And I did print it anyway, so I wasted two actual prints, and I only have 3 prints left. If I make any more than 3, I have to pay more to print more. So it is what it is. Mm. Boys and girls, I cannot wait to get the printer that I want. I'm just hoping that when I get the printer that I want, it's not hooked up to HP, because I realized that oh, although HP is what I need right now, I have to unattach myself to subscriptions. I have to, in order to take some form of control back within my home. And the only subscription I have right now is to HP, or my printer won't work. And I'm like, wow, but my printer is going to be given to someone, and I'm going to be buying myself an Eagle tank. I don't know when, but yesterday I could have really hooked myself up, boys and girls, because Rakuten was 15%. But if I was chasing, I said, I'm not doing that. Absolutely not. I'm going to sit right here in my lane, and I'm going to use what I already put in here to make sure I had something to sustain my habit and my addiction. I don't believe it's an addiction. I always say addiction, but I'm saying it in kindness. And I always say my habit, but it's not habit. It's mood support. If I don't craft, I will be going downhill. So my crafting is the same as food is for someone who has a small child in their home. It's a requirement, and I'm thankful that I know the difference. I'm not going to hook myself to a habit. When I say a habit, I don't mind a habit if it's crafting, but I'm not going to hook myself to an addiction, because an addiction leads you from here to here at some point. So I have to always be careful how I speak, and the only person who can correct my speech for me better is myself. Even if I didn't say that properly, because it surely didn't sound proper to me, and I'm working on myself. But I am going to, I did take out some cards that I made last year. I'm going to start putting them up. But boys and girls, I'm doing something right now that is so beautiful, and I'm loving it, and I'm like speaking about it. I'm just doing it, and I'm so happy. But I feel a little bit extremely blessed because my phone hasn't been ringing. But yesterday was the first time I plugged my phone in to make an outgoing call. I called the eye doctor, and then I called my sister. And after that, I unplugged my phone. I know it sounds horrible, but I know someone is really upset with me, but they're going to have to get over it. And that is someone that I truly love. But when I start letting people have access to me, hopefully I have taught them that what's not acceptable will not be in discussion. I'm not having any discussions, and I mean it. So I know someone is watching my video, and I absolutely understand. But today, in kindness, If you need about an hour to, de-stress, you can come. You can go in my craft room. You can close the door. But I'm only offering an hour because I need my space and I need my peace. So if you need, an hour, maybe two, you can go in my craft room and you can have that space for like an hour or two. I understand it, but I don't want to be used. I don't want to be available. But today is kindness day, so you have free range after 7. I will not be entering my door, and you have to go in through that special entrance because my phone is unplugged. I can't hear the doorbell ring. But I need to check. I have one package coming. I have to figure out where I could get my mail, my packages, because I don't want my packages coming here anymore. Um, there is there is a stain on society when you can steal from people that you know are your neighbors. And